Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Ralph from The Root is All Real. I'm with Javi, and this is my second episode on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, cause basically, man, I wanted to talk about going to the beach, man. What did you think about going to the beach last minute, man? We were supposed to record earlier, but
It was last minute, so I didn't want to go. To be honest with you, I didn't really want to go. I'm not a big fishing guy. I think it's cool just chilling and just drinking a couple beers by the water. I think that's pretty awesome.
outside of that, man, it was feeling good. It was feeling good. I know it was last minute. It was good to see Orlando and Christina over there. I don't really get to chill with them as much as we used to, but it's all good, man. It's all good. It was good to see them boys over there.
And then we saw David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My boy David, shout out to David,
Yeah.
who loves fishing. That boy's all about fishing.
And it's funny because didn't you say Orlando? He's not a big fishing guy.
Yeah, and I think he's converted into the happiness of doing it, man. Fishing is a subject we can talk about, man. I know there's a lot of people out there that love to fish. They're all about it. Buying the tackle box, the fishing bait, everything, man, everything. And what do you think, man? You think it's something that you can do in the long run?
I tried it a couple years ago when I was a little younger, probably like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm too impatient.
Oh yeah.
I just want to hurry up,
Yeah.
grab the damn fish, and just hurry up. No,
Yeah.
I can't sit there. I got to be moving around and stuff like that. So
Who'd you go with?
I went with my stepdad at the time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it was okay. He tried to get me into it and stuff like that. We went on a boat that he had. The boat was actually pretty cool and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I can't do it, man. I can't.
I think for them it's peaceful. It's peacefulness. You know what I mean? It just just like everything else. When something that makes you happy, you feel like peace.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they feel. I believe. I tried it myself one time. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of a funny story because the place that he took me to go fish was like somebody's property. And what happened was when I went, I took all my stuff and I bought a pole and everything. And then I put fishing, I think it was shrimp. I think it was live bait, man. And I threw my line, and little did I know where I threw my line, there was seaweeds right there. And when I pulled back, I lost the whole line and the bait and the hook. I lost everything, man. I said, what the hell is that?
When the first time I did it, when I was like, I just told you, like 15, 16 years old, right? And so I'm over here trying to, I have my bait on the rod and everything. So I threw the line, and I threw the whole stick. I threw the whole stick in the water. So I had to get my ass in that water and go get that fishing pole.
Golly.
Yeah.
Golly. It's not for everybody, man. And I don't mind going, but I gotta play some music. Pick up the vibe a little bit.
Yeah. We don't like it like too quiet. For us, for me and Javi, and I know Mario, is that we like to jam. We're always jamming to any kind of music.
Yeah.
He even play Spanish. I don't know Spanish, guys, but I still jam it. I was like, whatever. As long as it's something, I don't like for it to be too quiet,
Just think about it, man. Like going to somebody's house and then
it's just quiet.
So what's up?
Yeah.
And
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's cool talking. It's cool. It's very cool talking around, But when it gets silent, it's not.
It's just awkward, man. It's just awkward. You have to have some kind of beat, some kind of music, man. And that's how I am too, man. By the way, people would probably already know because you're my cousin. So
yeah.
When they say Javi and I say Ralph, that
Yeah.
we're basically related on my mom's side.
Yeah.
On our mom's side.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I also wanted to talk about hanging out again, man, on the weekend over there.
Mm-hmm.
Galveston's not the prettiest when it comes to water, but I mean, it's something to get away from everything here.
The city. Just for a little bit.
Yeah. Just to think about everything else, man, that's going on outside of just everything that's going on right now, man, basically, you know.
And just basically just clear your head, guys. That's the one thing I can honestly say about the fishing is that it's peaceful, it's quiet. Like, yeah, you can play music, like I just said. Music is awesome, definitely. But with that water, it's nice, man.
Oh, yeah.
The wind, you clear your mind.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we all need that right now. Yeah. So
I even took a picture. So I love taking pictures of the sun going down, especially when you're at the beach. You know, I love landscapes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I tried to take couple pictures earlier of Houston downtown, and no, everything was just so blurry. So I didn't get any good pictures.
Yeah, that sucks. That's what they need to upgrade on the phones, man. As far as the cameras.
Yeah, definitely.
You're gonna spend $1,000 on the phone.
Oh yeah,
which is what I'm doing as well. And why shouldn't the camera have some kind of good quality, man?
Yeah,
you know. And
I took at least maybe about 3 to 4 pictures, and they're all blurry, man. So,
but we also gotta understand, cause that phones are not meant for high quality cameras. You know, and they're just gonna put it for leisure or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. The other day I was just thinking about the past, man. Thinking about the crazy girls that I've dated before, man. Just have you ever had a crazy experience, man, with girls? Like,
yeah,
it's funny and
it was, man. At the time,
what was one of the craziest, man, that you can say?
One was I was working. I'm not gonna tell you guys where I was working, but I was working. I was about 24 years old. And I was dating a girl. She's 18. So we were dating for a good little while. And I had an ex-girlfriend constantly just message me. Hey, what are you doing? And I told this girl, hey, man, like, I don't want to be with you anymore. So my ex-girlfriend came up to my job where me and the current girlfriend I was with and just started all this drama, man, drama. And I told her, I was like, I don't want to be with you. I'm sorry. It's like, and I broke up with this chick maybe like 4 months ago, man. And she was just keep bugging me. So I was arguing with the ex. And so the current girlfriend saw me arguing with her, and she took off, dude. She just took off, and she was like walking in the street and stuff like that. So I called her, and after I was done with this other chick, and I told her I want to be with her, man, and that was it. So I chased her downstairs, and I talked to her, and we were talking for a good little while. She was like, "You want to be with her?" I was like, "No, I don't want to be with you." You know what I mean? It's just, and the funny thing is that she didn't believe me, man. She didn't believe me at all. She just went with listening to the other girl that kept saying all this stuff, and it wasn't true that, you know, that I was with her still and we would hang out and, buy her drinks, stuff like that. No. All that stuff was just false, man. But the current girlfriend I was with believed her. So I don't know. And then after a while, we just broke up, and that was it. And I haven't talked to her since. But yeah, what about you? What about you and the crazy experiences?
I've had a couple, man, and I thank God that I'm still alive, because girls nowadays, man, not all of them, but there's a lot of them out there that are just crazy, just like every other guy.
Yeah.
That could be, one time I was trying to get to know this girl. It was my fault, too, for going to her house on the first day. She gave me her address, and I went. And then I parked in the parking lot. It was some ghetto apartments, and I parked, and I text her, "Hey, I'm out here," And then she goes, "Yeah, I'll be out there right now." She come out with a 17-year-old cousin with a little girl, and they sat in the back seat and said, "Hey, man, this and that, whatever." And then she said, "Hey, can you take me to Walmart? I'm gonna buy something with bunny ears," because I didn't know that. When I took her over there, I told her, "Yeah, why not?" I took her over there. As soon as we parked, she said, hey, leave your car on. I'll be right back. And I didn't even think about it, man. You kind of know where this is going. She said, yeah, leave the car on. I'll be right back. I said, okay. I didn't even think about it, man. Long story short, I'm not even there 5 minutes, and she's running out with all this makeup in her hands. And makeup is falling on the cement, this and that, while she's coming to my car. She gets to my car, and I'm still looking. This happened like in a flash to me, man. And she come in, and she just got in the car and said, push my, you know, she's cussing me out, this and that. The cops are coming, everything, you know, she's screaming. And I'm like, what the heck is going on, man? And basically, she was robbing the place, man. And her little cousin got arrested. She got stopped. She got arrested quick. Mm-hmm. And there was a manager chasing her, writing down my plates, you know. And I panicked a little bit, I'm not going to lie to you. But then I said, how do I get out of this mess? Because I didn't do nothing. So what I did was I pulled my window down. And I told the guy, you know what, man? I don't know this girl. I barely got to know her today. And she put me through this. You can give the cops the plates all you want, man, but they're not going to have anything on me. And, you know, that was it, man. Just told her. He said, well, you know what? If that's true, then tell her to get out of the car. And I just looked at her, man, and said, get the F out of my car, you know. And she got out. She got out, man, with no harm done, because she could have stabbed me if she wanted to.
Yeah.
She could have shot me. She could have done something, but she didn't. Mm-hmm. Thank God. And, you know, she got arrested. And I ain't going to lie, I was still scared when I was driving away, but, man, the fear, man, that could have been a felony for me, man.
Yeah.
Lost my car, lost my job.
That's crazy, man. We're still on this topic now. I dated another girl. This is when I literally got out of high school. I was probably about 19. I was about 19 years old when me and this girl dated in high school. And I think we dated for like maybe about a year. Yeah. I'm not going to say her name on here. But
no name.
Anyway, no name. Okay, so she wanted to go to the Army. And I was in love with this girl, guys. But I felt like something was off, man. She would not respond to me. She would not text me that much anymore. And then one time we were going to the mall and we were arguing about her going to the Army, and I didn't like it, you know. And I'm sorry for me to sound selfish, but I wanted her to stay with me, you know. So we're arguing in this car. I'm on the freeway, okay? And this girl just slaps me. Okay, this girl slaps me in my face, man. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah,
like, and I'm driving, dude. Like, you know, I'm like, what's going on here, man? So, like, so I wear contacts, guys. Okay, so this girl slaps me. My contacts came out, so I'm over here driving like Mr. Magoo, blind as hell, on the freeway. You know what I mean? And then I fucking stop on the side of the freeway. And then me and her were just still arguing, man. And then she gets in the car she calls one of her friends up.
Yeah.
And her friend comes and picks her up. And then I was like, man, I don't know where I'm at, you know?
Yeah.
So I follow her, man. And that was it. Like, you know, we stopped talking after that. But that was another stories that I had where, you know, a girl put her hands on me. But we're not just talking about, like, just girls in general. There's guys that I know that do some crazy shit when they're in love, man. There was another guy, it was a friend of mine at the time, where this guy would go, and I guess, I think he was scared of his wife or something like that. So let's just say we went to go wash his car, okay? And he would take pictures. We're in the car, so... You know, we're waiting for this thing to work and to clean his car. So, okay, we're waiting. And this guy just takes pictures of his car. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Yeah. He's like, oh, I just want to show, you know, that it's clean. I was like, well, we haven't even cleaned the inside. So, I mean, what are you doing? Are you scared? Because you want to find, you know, you don't want her to find out where you're at?
Yeah.
He's like, no, you know. I was like, dude, I can call her if you want me to, because I'll tell her, hey, we're at the car wash. You know what I mean? And yeah, he just started taking pictures of everything. I'm talking about everything, like the mats, everything you can think of, because he knew when he was gonna get home, if he lied, he would have got his ass whooped. That's it. That's even like guys, man. Guys do some crazy stuff. Do you know any friends or any people that you barely talk to about some crazy stories like that?
Not really, man. Not really. I know the crazies. I try to keep them away, man.
Mm-hmm.
I try to keep my circle of friends pretty small because there's only a couple people you can really trust.
Yeah.
The circle of friends that I have, man, I could consider friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I mean, yeah, there's people out there, man. The good thing is that I used to always invite girls over, and luckily I never got ambushed or, robbed or anything like that, man, because it happens, man. It happens. And you don't really want to bring people around on the first day you meet them, man. You don't give them your address on the first day because you never know, man. It's scary. You never know, man. But,
yeah.
But I keep my circle of friends pretty close, and those are people I met and known for 20 years plus, man. So it's a good amount of time that I've.
Yeah, definitely. I would probably say at the time I had a lot of friends, but now it's just the circle got just smaller.
Yeah.
It was like a handful. Now it's like 5.
Yeah, and that's really all you need, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, you don't need no more than that.
Yeah.
Somebody once said it in a movie or something, man. I don't know if it was comedian Kevin Hart. I think it says you can't hang around with everybody, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
Even though you could, if you wanted to, if you had 40 friends that you kept it real with, you really can't hang out with everybody, man. And that's the truth. Because people have different things going on in their life, man, and you really can't do it, man. But right now, because I'll tell you like this, man. The girl I'm talking to right now, she's good, man. She's good people, man. I could trust her. I could, you know what I mean? I could take her out,
And I met her, man. I actually did like her, man. She's a really cool chick. She's down for you, and that's what you want. I mean, I seen a couple girls that, back then that you would bring over, and I'm sorry, but they were just trash.
Yeah.
They only cared about money, man.
Yeah. And that's the sad part, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why does everything have to be about money, man?
Yeah.
They say everything, the best things in life are free, man, and I believe that.
Yeah.
It shouldn't just be about money, man. It should be about the thought that counts, man. If I take a girl out, she should be happy with whatever she gets, man. I'm not gonna take her out to McDonald's or nothing.
Yeah. Okay, let's just say, put you in let's say you take a girl out to the movies.
Yeah.
How would you say that? How would you say, would you pay for everything in the movie? Would you pay for the ticket? Would you pay for the snacks, or how would you do it?
Well, I mean, it might sound funny, but the movie theaters are not cheap, man. They make their money by blowing up the popcorn and this and that. But I'm not a cheap person, man. If I'm gonna take a girl out, we want to have a good time, I'm gonna pay.
Yeah.
But then it's that part that you get to know how she is, man. If she don't offer, you already know what kind of girl that she is. If she says, you want me to do, if she offers to buy one of something, then that tells you, okay, well, then she's good people.
But didn't you have a girl at the time? You said you took her to the movies. I remember you telling me you took her to the movies, and she was just texting the entire time while is this during the previews, or was this when the movie started?
The movie, man.
Okay, so
during the movie, I drove out. She didn't have a car. She had a baby with her. That's why I was like, I really can't do too much, man.
Yeah.
But when I picked her up, when we decided on going to the movie, that was the first day I met her. First of all, in my opinion, you don't take nobody to the movies on the first date because you really don't talk. How do you get to know the person and you're not even talking about each other, whatever, and that was my fault. But I took her and she had a baby. Up there was a toddler, man. It was like not talking, not walking, like maybe 10,
couple months?
11 months.
11 months? Okay.
Yeah. And as soon as the movie started, she's texting on the phone, and I'm looking over to her, and I'm like, "You want to sit down and watch the movie?" She looked up at me and said, "Yeah, I will right now, a little bit."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Okay." We're already 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in, maybe. She's still doing the same thing. She's leaning forward. You know, at the movie, you lay back.
Yeah, yeah.
She was leaning forward, and she's still texting. I'm like, are you still wanting to watch the movie?" She goes, "Yeah, you know." But then she still texting. I'm like, long story short, man, maybe we're 20 minutes into the movie, she's still texting. And
Mhm.
I'm like, "Man, what's up, man? What's going on?" And then she just looks at me and then she goes, "Hey, I'll be right back, okay?"
Yeah.
She leaves.
And is the kid with her, or is the
No,
kid?
the kid with me.
Okay.
The baby's here with me.
Oh
And,
my god.
Yeah. And I don't even know this baby. I don't know what's going on, man.
Yeah.
She leaves for about 10, 15 minutes, which seemed forever.
Yeah.
She came back, and then instead of sitting back, she's still texting. And I'm like, what's going on, man? I ain't gonna lie, I thought to myself, what can I do to make it equal, even to her?
Mhm.
But what I thought about was I honestly thought about just leaving her there, man. But the baby was there. So I didn't want to be mean, man. So what I did was, I told her, "Hey, I'll be right back, okay?" She goes, "Okay." I leave, and I'm seriously thinking about just going to my car, just taking off, man. But then I thought about the baby, man. And what I did was come back, man. And I said, "You know what? It's time to go." We didn't even finish the movie. We're not even halfway through the movie, man. So I just told her, "You know what, man? Let's go already." She goes, "Okay." So basically, that's the kind of people you don't need to be around.
Yeah.
That tells you right off the bat. When we first got in there, she was like, "Hey, I'm hungry." She was expecting me to buy,
Yeah.
I don't think it should be like that, man. A good girl should not expect you to do everything for her, man.
Yeah.
The ones that offer to put in or whatever,
Yeah.
those are the ones that you
Yeah.
want to keep, man.
And I had that a couple of times when I used to date back then. I would pay for the movie, and they would pay for the snacks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they say if we go to dinner, we split it 50-50. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't pay the full amount. Like,
Yeah.
No. So.
I think those are the keepers, man.
Yeah.
The ones that offer. I'm not trying to sound cheap. I know the majority of time is gonna be the man doing this,
Yeah.
but it's always good to, like in a woman's situation,
Mm-hmm.
man. You know how they say women are the ones who cook for men and this and that.
Yeah.
It's not bad to go in the kitchen and help her out with this and that, man. If you know how to cook,
Yeah.
I mean, cooking is art, man. I like, art, and I like cooking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be there every day, all night, or whatever, man.
Yeah. Let's
but
just say
I don't
okay.
mind.
Let's just say if she's cooking, are you gonna wash dishes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna help her cook on something because I want to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just, hey, you know what time it is? Go fix my plate. No, I'm not gonna tell her.
I told you to go in there and you fix my plate.
Yeah. Exactly, man. You gotta be 50-50, man.
Yeah.
Gotta be 50-50. If you can't do that, there's no point.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna argue, man, and when people argue, it just goes downhill, man. Everything just goes downhill, and you don't want that. You don't need that, man. So,
But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for listening to us. This is my second episode. If you guys ever want to get in contact with me or my cousin Javi, you can reach me on my Snapchat. It's Ralph Patino 2020. And then on my Instagram, it's Ralph and then _ Patino.
yeah, we're gonna put the links in the description for the followers that want to follow. This is a fun project that we're doing that we invested in the podcast equipment, and I think you guys, if you guys follow us, we'll definitely bring up a subject that you guys might want to ask or talk about, because I know we're not the only ones dealing with different situations in life. But feel free to feel free to follow us and ask us any questions that you might have, and we can make it a subject and we can keep it going.
All right, guys. I want to thank you so much for listening. I'm Ralph.
And this is Javi. Appreciate y'all listening.
Thank you.